Yep.
It's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Please talk to us. I know we've started a new series, and we continuing from where we left off last week. So just take us back a little bit and just zoom into it for us.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mykel. Thank you and the team at Spirit 88.3 FM in Kumasi. What a great work you guys are doing. The kingdom of God is big.
Yep.
And everybody has a part to play.
Yes.
You know, Mykel, sometimes the amazing thing is that you are tempted to undervalue the role you are playing as far as the kingdom of God is concerned.
You are so familiar with it, so sometimes you overlook your impact.
Sometimes you don't really, you don't feel like you're doing something big.
Yes, but
that's true. You are doing a great work.
We thank God. Glory be to God.
Yeah, you are doing a great work, and we need you guys around to keep doing this good work.
We thank God.
Anyway, so Mykel, like we said, we started the parable of the shrewd manager in Luke chapter 16, verse 1 to 13. But last week we did only verse 1, where Jesus introduced the parable by saying that there was a rich man whose manager was accused of wasting his possessions. So last week, we spoke about the dangers of wasting resources. Yes, of wasting resources. You know, this afternoon, Mykel, as I was thinking about our studies, particularly in Luke chapter 16, it just occurred to me that we're actually doing what we used to call Bible study when I became born again many years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, where we try to dig into the scriptures and bring out some very valuable lessons that we can apply to our life. Yeah, so exactly that's what we're doing here. This is a Bible study.
Absolutely.
Good. So we ended by saying that managing resources can be very dangerous, and that God is against people who waste resources of any form, whether financial resources or human resources or opportunities that He gives them. And we also provided some 6 basic guidelines on how we can avoid wastage in any area of our lives. Yes, so that is where we ended last week.
All right.
So the whole parable is that the manager was accused of wasting his master's resources.
Okay.
And so, but most importantly, he did something that made his boss happy. And that is the pivot of this whole parable. So, Mykel, today, which is episode 2, we are going to look at accountability for resources. Last week, we looked at the dangers of mismanaging resources. Tonight, we are looking at accountability. That is a word for tonight. Accountability for resources. Let me take it from verse 2. Luke chapter 16.
Give an account.
So his master called him and asked him, "What is this that I hear about you? Give an account of your management."
Okay.
Give an account of your management. So his master had a report. In fact, I like what the master did. After hearing what we call concern around, his master just didn't rush to take a decision.
It's a count for an audit.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. An investigative team was set up, and they needed to do a serious kind of audit to be able to verify if the news the master was hearing around was indeed true.
Okay.
It was then that it occurred to the manager that positions are temporary. Opportunities are temporary. Definitely there will be a day of accountability no matter how long it takes.
Okay.
So accountability for resources. Psalm 90 verse 12. It says, "So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our heart unto wisdom." Romans chapter 14 verse 12. So then, each of us will give an account of ourselves to God.
Oh, right.
1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 2, NIV. Now it is required that those who have been given a trust prove faithful. Why am I reading all these scriptures? The last one, Revelation 22, verse 12. Revelation 22, verse 12. That must be an interesting one. Revelation 22, verse 12. Look, I am coming soon. My reward is with me. And I will give to each person according to what he has done.
According to what he has done.
As simple as that. I will give to each person according to what he has done. So, Mykel, the whole concept of accountability is that accountability is an integral part of human life. It's the reason why you go for lectures every day, whether you are level 100 or 400. At the end of the semester, whether you indeed showed up at the lecture hall or not, you must write an exam.
Yeah.
Whether you did class assignments or not, you must prove it in the exam hall. Accountability is an integral part of our life. And accountability is also part of God's eternal system. What I mean is that everything that God has given us in this life, one day, all of us will stand before God to give account of what we have done with what He has given to us. Mykel, it's amazing how some of us live our lives as if there is no day of accountability.
That's a shame.
Mykel, I'm sure you have heard people who have said that it is my own body. I can do whatever I want with my body.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Nobody can tell me anything.
Yeah.
It's my own money. I'm sure you have heard that before. And one day you stand before God and give account of every one CD.
Wow.
That you use and what you use the money for. All those that God has made rich and they are using their money to finance Satan's kingdom, Satan's agenda. How does God give you money? You are using the money to sponsor Satan's activity. You won't pay tithe, you won't pay offering. You won't use your money to do anything in connection with God's work. You use your money to sponsor Satan and satanic activity. There is a day coming. We'll stand before God
day of
to give account of it. Today's presentation is a very solemn one, very straightforward, and I wouldn't take much time. What are the areas of our lives that we are going to account for on the final day? Number one, our relationships. Mykel, I believe that there are people God brings our way as believers whom we are supposed to influence for the kingdom.
Absolutely.
Every single person God brings on your way, whether you met the person at the beach, you met a person at a clubhouse, some Christians go to club. You met a person at the club, or a convention, or a crusade, or at the office, or a retreat, or a corporate program. Every single person God brings on your way, there is an agenda that has in mind for bringing that person to you. So if you don't find out what you must do to influence that person God has brought on your way, and you waste all those opportunities, I want to submit to you this evening that one day you'll be called by God to give an account of it. Every single relationship God has given to you, we are each going to give an account. Number two, our marriages. Mykel, marriage is supposed to reflect the relationship God has with the church. Marriage is supposed to be the breeding ground of kingdom influencers and people who reform the cultures of the world. Marriage is supposed to be a ground of training champions who will change the world for Christ. Marriage is supposed to be the place for raising people who will destroy the works of Satan in the world. For every one of us who is married, one day we will stand before God and we'll have to account. How relevant was our marriage as far as the kingdom of God is concerned? We have questions to answer. How was God glorified in our marriages? How was God honored in our marriages? How did we treat our spouses that God gave us? Whether we are bishops, whether we are ordinary church members, whether we are in the choir, whether we are just security people, one day we will stand before God and give account. Number 3, our children. What did we do with the children God gave us? How did we train them? How much do our children know of God? What values did we inculcate into our children? It's very interesting, Mykel. There are parents who go to church on Sunday and leave the night. Sometimes I hear people even make a case that their children, they are young, so it doesn't matter. When they grow, they will know God. They are too young to be forcing them and introducing them to God.
Wow.
Mykel, there was something that inspired me so much during the how do you call it? I've forgotten. They did a funeral last year, and there were some small children who were acting as chief priests, or how do you call them?
What program was that?
It was a funeral, the big funeral we had in Kumasi.
Okay. Is it a question there?
I'm not sure it was a question there. It was a big funeral. I saw some small children, and they were being used as like they were acting as chief priest or whatever.
Okay, the fetish priest. Yes. Okay.
Kind of, yes. And do you know the inspiration that God was little children should not be taken for granted. Yes. They should not be taken for granted. Space. Thank you. It says, catch them young, and they shall be yours forever. Mykel, all I'm trying to say is that Christian people, God has allowed children to pass through our hands into the world. And God is expecting that we put the values of the kingdom into these children. Teach them about the ways of God. Teach them the Bible. Teach them about God so that they will know God. They'll be filled with God so they will grow up to become mighty people on the land. How sad that many of us are very, very busy and we don't have time to raise and train these children up in the ways of God. There'll be a day every one of us will have to account for what we did with the children God gave us. Maybe you are a parent and you are listening to me, you are hearing me. Mykel, it's amazing how sometimes we have to wait before we have children. People have waited for 10 years to have a child. Some have waited for 25 years instead of a child. All kinds of issues with childbirth. Maybe you never have to wait. Children have never been a problem for you, but you have many of them. There is a day coming. You have to give an account of all the children that God has given to you. Mykel, the number 14 we'll have to give account of is time.
Big one.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15 and 16. It says we should walk circumspectively as wise people and not as fools. Now, Mykel, time is one of the resources God gives us. And how it saddens me the kind of attitude we have towards time in this part of the world. Mykel, I've had the opportunity of interviewing people for work. And sometimes you schedule the time with people, you tell the person 11 o'clock. And some way, somehow, the people assume that they can be late because it's a normal thing. So you have to be waiting for them.
And a man time.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No. Mykel, we are going to be judged by God by how we utilize our time.
How we use our time.
And our attitude towards time. Yeah. Let us not forget that the God we serve is a time-conscious God. God works in the space of time. Of course, 1,000 years could just be about one day in the sight of God. But God recognizes the importance of time, and He doesn't take for granted or he doesn't countenance people who mismanage time.
Yeah.
So one of the things we are going to be judged on how we utilize our time. What did you do with the 24 hours I gave you? What did you do with the 50 years you live on earth? What did you do with your 75 years on earth? What did you do with your 80 years on earth? God will judge every one of us. Mykel, all of us are praying for long life. Is that not so?
Yeah.
Long life to do what?
That's a big question.
Long life to do what? What will you be doing? The years you have spent already, what have you been able to do? If God gives you more years, what are you going to use the time for?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, if you want to live for more years, that's okay. God may give it to you, but one day you have to account for what you did with all those years.
Yeah. Yesterday, I asked a young lady who I met at church. She's been absent for a while, and I asked her why she's not been coming. She said, when I go to work, it's Sunday that I rest. I get so tired, and I'm a person with dark akra. I'm sorry. I was so amazed. I said,
Mykel, honestly, that is one of the things that really, really, really annoys me.
Well,
I don't understand how the day you're supposed to worship God in your own house, you don't worship God. You don't read Bible in your house. The day that has been created for you to come and join other believers to sharpen yourself, that's the day you wash.
Word.
That's the day you relax. God will judge every one of us according to how we use our
time. Yeah.
Number 5, opportunities. Opportunity. Mykel, some of us have been privileged and honored to meet people in high places of authority. God will judge us what we did with that opportunity He created for us.
Mm-hmm.
God has given some believers certain platforms that out of 100 people, just about 3 people may get. There is a reason why God gave you that opportunity. One day, God will judge you with what He did with that opportunity. Yeah. You remember what Esther said when her people were going to be hanged? What's her name? The uncle told Esther.
Mordecai, yeah.
Yes, what did he tell Esther? Who knows? God has brought you into the kingdom for such a time like this because you are the only person who has that closeness with the king.
Yeah.
And your words can intervene in this matter.
Well positioned.
I want to talk to some believers who are in the high places of authority like politics and governance. I want to talk to believers who are in high places of business and who have the opportunity to go to certain places and meet certain strategic people that God has given you those opportunities for a reason. Don't just be moving about and taking awards and signing big contracts and doing big business. It is not enough. One day, God will ask you to account. What did you do with all those opportunities? Yes, you made business. Yes, you made more money. But what did you do for my kingdom? The day is coming.
Mm-hmm. Your day of
Number 6, ministry. Ministry.
Mm-hmm.
Ministry, accountability. The day of accountability is coming. So, senior pastor, what did you do with the checks money? Come and account. How did you treat the people in your church? Come and account. There will be a day of accountability as far as ministry is concerned. Every single thing we do in ministry, in the line of ministry, there will be a day of judgment and accountability. Those of us who use our powers and authority in ministry to stamp on others, to frustrate others, to block other people's chances, to malign other people and blackmail other people, those of us who are big in the ministry, and because of that, we're able to use our victory to stamp on others, making sure others don't rise to our level in ministry, using all kinds of rough tactics to frustrate other people in ministry. There will be a day of accountability. Every single act. It will be a judgment day for it. People, pastors who are sleeping with other people's wives and messing up the lives of other young girls in the church, there will be a day of judgment and accountability. Somebody will say, oh, me, I'm smart, I'm able to do it, I cover it, nobody sees me. There will be a day of accountability. You have to account to God. What did you do with the church members? What did you do with the men? What did you do with the women? How honorable and honest were you? There will be a day of judgment. It is not enough to be successful in ministry, driving big cars, having big auditoriums, having mega churches and things, and then misbehaving in the process. You will not be saved by God because you had a mega church. You will not be saved by God because you preach on large auditoriums. You will not be saved by God because you preach in high places of authority. No, you will be judged by God by how you treated these people and how you handled your ministry. That day is coming. Number 7, talent. What did you do with the voice I gave you? Mykel, have you heard this before? You know, when we're growing up as Christians.
Okay.
There used to be this argument of people who sing a worldly song, And people sing Christian songs, and some people sing all kinds of argument, you know.
The argument
and
is still
then the
ongoing.
usual thing is that you hear people say that it's my own voice. I decide the songs I want to
sing. My own voice, but
yes, my own voice.
Okay.
Mykel, I can imagine some musicians who have died and who, I don't know if they have the opportunity to be hearing the songs they played while they were alive. But if there was something like that, Mykel.
Definitely, I'm sure they can see their works because they will stand and give an account.
I wish that some of them, I think, Mykel, some of them want to come back and delete certain portions of their lyrics.
That'll be too late.
No, because Mykel, what bon Njumba, I'm a 1 million people are for hell. One song released. I'm taking several people to hell. You know, Mykel, you know there are some songs, just after listening to the song inspires you to go and commit sin.
Yeah.
The song is like a stimulator.
Suicide.
Thank you.
Listening
the song
to
is
music.
A stimulator to go and sin. How can God give you a voice and you use your voice to sing to motivate people to sin?
Mm-hmm.
People listen to your song and they feel like going to commit sexual immorality.
Yeah.
People listen to your song, they feel like they're going to smoke. People listen to your song, they feel like being violent. There will be a day of judgment. It doesn't matter what you call it. Whatever kind of genre or title or whatever you give to the kind of song.
Yeah.
If the song doesn't glorify God, if the song doesn't honor God, if the song doesn't draw people to God, it doesn't matter what kind of artist you are. It doesn't matter which number you have. It doesn't matter the number of boom play or whatever you have. It doesn't matter where you are on the chart. As far as your song does not glorify God and draw people to God, the day of judgment you'll be very hot. Oh, you'll be very hot. Mykel, we have to let people know the truth.
Yeah, that's right.
We have to let people know the truth. Sorry to them, I'm being very evangelistic. Don't forget, my name is a Financial Evangelist.
You are on cue, sir. Go ahead. You're on cue. Go ahead.
Yes. God will judge. Somebody will say, Nelson, how about those who sing those bad songs? And at the end of the day, you use some of the money to go and dig borehole for people
works, yeah.
and do donations for things. So now we are committing sin, then we use brass to polish the sin. So you go and inspire people to do bad. You use some of the money to go and do donations and things to polish the sin you have done.
You do
judgment,
bad small, you do
very
small.
hot. Very hot.
You do bad small, you do good small.
A sin is a sin. What is wrong is wrong. You can't commit sin and polish it. You can't commit sin and use good works to polish your sin or to brand yourself as a good person. If your song doesn't glorify God, if your song doesn't honor God, on the judgment day, you'll be very hot.
Yeah.
Every talent God has given you, God has given you an offer. Deal with your beauty. All the beauty God has given you. How has the church and the kingdom of God benefited from all this, your beauty, your nice eyes, your nice shape, your nice hair? What glory is it bringing to the kingdom of God?
Well, Evangelist, you know, many people don't consider some of these things as a gift from God. They think, well, they just have it.
You are right. I agree with you. But it's a gift from God. God created you and gave you that nice eye. You know, Mykel, there are some people, their eye alone is a beauty on its own. You look at them and you want to look at them because the eye is so beautiful. It's from God. Mykel, some people's voice without microphone, when they speak, oh my God.
Sweet
it's
voices.
like you want to hear them speak because the voice is just so much. What are you doing with that voice? Are you using the voice to serve God or you are using the voice to serve Satan? Judgment day is coming. I'm a voice. Judgment day, you'll be very hot. Use your talent to serve God. Use your talent to make people's lives better. Don't use your talent to serve the devil. In any case, we don't even know how long you're going to live on this earth. Maybe you have 70 years. Maybe you have 80 years. What are you doing with the talent God has given you?
Wow.
The skill, the ability. God has given you a skill of writing. All the things you are writing is leading people to sin. Your writing is taking people away from God. Are you not concerned? Your songs are taking people away from God. Are you not concerned? Your beauty is drawing people to the kingdom of Satan. Let me end it here. Help.
Well, the things you see when you get on social media should tell you a lot of people have no clue what gifts God has given them and how to use it.
May God have mercy.
Yes, so we need mercy.
May God have
Mismanaging
mercy.
our giftings is a big deal. I love the question. It's a very deep question. And he called him and said unto him, how is it that I hear this of thee? Give an account. The KJV says, of thy stewardship. For thou mayest be no longer steward. God hates poor and bad managers. Doesn't matter. Today we are learning a lot from you, Financial Evangelist, and I know you've taken notes. And we all have a day we're going to stand before God, and all the things He's given us, all the things He's trusted us with, we're going to give an account. I pray that we will take lessons from this shrewd manager's life and be sensitive to all that God has placed within our care. So thank you for sharing these insights with us. And I'm going to give you the chance also to tell us a little bit about your latest work, and give us where we can get your books as well and your socials as well.
Yes, thank you so much, Mykel. So my latest work is, it's not really my latest work because there's a latest work I'm working on.
Okay.
I'm working on the Covenant of Wealth and Prosperity.
Covenant.
That will be coming out soon. But this is what I'm actually reviewing on radio now. Financial lessons from the parable of the Shrewd Manager.
Okay.
Financial lessons from the parable of the Shrewd Manager. It's 100 Ghana cedis on Seller. Seller is SELAR. It's an online digital platform where you can buy the e-copy of the book, 100 Ghana cedis. The physical copy goes for 200 cedis. So you can get in touch, whichever you may want.
All right, put out your number so if anyone will reach you.
Okay, so my number is 0549
0549
76
22
33 0549 76 22 33. Yes.
Right. And your social.
So the social is the Financial Evangelist.
The
on
Financial
Facebook and Instagram.
Evangelist.
On
Facebook and Instagram. All right. Thank you so much, sir, for these powerful words and then emotion. I think it's the right time to hear such messages. Yeah. So I'll take your final words before I let you go.
My final words is the one I left out. What did you do with the other money I gave you?
Hey. What did you do with all
the money I gave you? Did you use your money to honor me, or you just spent your money on yourself and your personal enjoyment? You didn't use your money to bless anybody. You didn't use your money to bless my kingdom. You just spent everything on yourself. If that is the case, the judgment will be a hot one. But if you use your money and financial resources to honor God and glorify God and bless life, you'll be smiling in eternity. May God help us.
May God help us all. The voice of the Financial Evangelist catches every Monday evening from 6:20 to 7. And he's got to go, but hopefully next week, God willing, we will talk to him again. And I know he has more for us about the parable of the Shrewd Manager, the financial lessons. So many of them we picked up today. I don't know what you're taking away from this, but I trust it's going to help you a lot. Thank you, sir, and do have a wonderful evening. Talk to you soon.